Welcome to Breaking Through, How Teachers Can Influence Policymakers, from Engage Kentucky. I'm Katrina Boone, a teacher leader on special assignment from the Kentucky Department of Education. I'm sharing the insights in this video with you courtesy of Lori Calvert, an education policy advisor and former teacher liaison at the U.S. Department of Education. The objectives of this brief video are to help you gain insights about strategies that move policy and build your knowledge about influencing policy. In Engage Kentucky workshops, we'll work to build your skills and help you identify potential solutions to specific challenges of working with policymakers. So without further ado, here are Lori Calvert's 8 insights into influencing policymakers. Number 1. Influencing policy is not a drive-by event. It requires tons of persistence and diligence, along with several emails, phone calls, and follow-ups. Number 2. It's not enough to be at the table if you're the parsley. Sometimes teachers show up to meetings with policymakers to serve as a garnish, so policymakers can say that teachers were involved in decision-making. Don't let yourself be a rubber stamp. Instead, figure out how to become involved and impact the conversation. Number 3. PowerPoints are bad. They limit opportunities for authentic conversation, make it too easy for people to disengage, and they eat up valuable time, both in your creation of them and, more importantly, during meetings. Number 4. Because of the public nature of their work, policymakers legitimately fear change, pushback, loss of time, and looking bad. You should do your best to acknowledge their fears, assume good intentions, listen actively, and tone down the rhetoric. Being defensive, hostile, or passive won't get you where you want to be. Number 5. Do everything you can to build working relationships, which will help you establish credibility over time. Policymakers are people too, and you can work to build rapport and offer solutions. Again, their time is valuable, so it's important to show up when you say you will and follow up after meetings. Number 6. As a teacher, you bring experience, stories of your work, and your heart knowledge to the table, things that policymakers need but don't have. I love Calvert's term here, heart knowledge. It reflects the stories of the countless students and their families we've loved and cared for throughout our careers, and represents inarguable truths that have the power to impact policy decisions. Next, push back artfully. You have to pick your battles and seek out common ground. When you must disagree, make it clear that you're going to push back, and instead of being aggressive, try asking questions, employing humor, and seeking to understand. Lastly, use your meeting time effectively. Prepare before the meeting by reading up on the person you're meeting and planning the solutions that you'd like to talk with them about. Just like in our classrooms, asking questions is a great strategy to guide discussions, and when you plan an agenda in your head, don't forget to build in time for frank conversation. To conclude, there are no shortcuts in influencing policy. It requires persistence, diligence, and courage. The Engage Kentucky workshops will be a primer for future conversations and public engagement work for Kentucky's teachers. If you aren't attending a workshop, feel free to reach out for more help or resources. Capable, creative, and courageous teachers have traditionally been seen as outliers. It's time to change that. Thank you. I look forward to working with you soon.